What's up? What's up? What's up? You are now tuned into the Fellas Podcast. I'm Jason. We got Phil, and we got that boy Ross. Let's go! What's up? It's Jason. I know it's been a few weeks since we put something out, but we back on it. My boy Vontae, who's our producer, went on vacation. And then me and the other fellas are taking care of business, work, life, things like that. But we back on it. So this is coming out. Phil got something coming out. If it ain't already came out before me, Lauren's about to do something, and then we about to do something else collectively as well. But today I was sitting here thinking about, okay, what would I talk about? And as I began to talk to the fellas, the one thing that came up was, what would you tell your younger self? And so I said, man, you know what? I think that'd be a good topic. What would I tell my younger self? And so I wrote down a few things, I think 5 things that I would talk to myself if I could have that conversation. So here we go. Lock in now. The first thing I would tell my younger self, I would say, Jason, follow your first mind. I think the younger version of myself, I think I second-guessed myself with some things, made some choices, or did make some choices that could have enhanced my life, enhanced my career, enhanced just the trajectory of my journey. But, obviously you can't change the past, and things that happen in the past kind of shape what makes you your future, things of that nature. But I would have followed my first mind. I remember playing football, and I don't know if it was that I was afraid to go as hard as I know I could. I was talented. But I remember my senior year coming up, and my dad was like, listen, they got another high school that just opened up. You can probably go over there and start or have a chance to compete for the starting position. And I was just like, no, man, I just had a good year in football, a decent year. Just had a good year in track, summer track. I had made a decision. I say, you know what, no, I ain't going to do it. And I don't regret not doing that. What I do possibly regret and probably is I should have followed my first mind and not played football. The reason I say that is this. I knew I had a better shot of running track or getting an opportunity to run track in college versus playing ball. But when you love something, you just do it anyway. But I think I would have probably made a better business decision to say, follow your first mind. And then, if I would have did that, wouldn't have torn my ACL and then wouldn't have forfeited my opportunity to do something great for the summertime. So that's one of the first things I would have did. Just follow your first mind. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow what your friends are doing. Don't try to chase after hopeless dreams. I know if y'all seen that movie Hoop Dreams, so it was just, we had jokes like, boys out here trying to hoop, they ain't got it. Same thing with football. I was talented, but I wasn't starting. I wasn't established as a starter. It wasn't guaranteed I was going to get playing time, but I knew in track and field, I was ultra competitive. You know what I mean? I was a good athlete. And so I think I would have focused on that a little bit more. So that's that. Secondly, I think I would have been more true to myself. And I would say, Jason, if I was sitting down in front of 15-year-old Jason, 16-year-old Jason, even 17, 18-year-old Jason, I would say, be true to yourself. There are some things that are going to come up, and you're going to follow the crowd because your boy is doing it or because the girl that you like, she going to be there and things of that nature. There were some nights I can honestly say, just going out, we probably could have got shot. Now, we had fun. We used to shut the club down. We used to be in that thing. I was dance fever. My boy used to pull all the girls. My other JB was like the mannequin. So the thing that attracts you, I was the entertainer. I was the thing that kept you, and my boy Kenny was the one that basically sealed the deal. We would end up going in, having fun, meeting people, getting numbers. Did that every weekend, and I had fun. Like I said, I mean, that was some of the best times of my life. But there were certain situations I think that we could have definitely, if it wasn't for the grace of God, we could have definitely been up out of there. And so I would say follow your first mind, but be true to yourself. Know that it's going to open up more doors that you can imagine. I let other people talk me out of my dreams, and what's crazy is I'm doing it now. I'm in mortgages now, but I always said I wanted to be in real estate mortgages, even in high school. And instead of worrying about how I was going to get done or how I was going to do this, I should have just did it anyway. And probably would be a lot further ahead in the game than I am now. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I think I'm more mature now to handle the things, but, we never know what could have happened. So I would have said, just be true to yourself. Know that being true to yourself is going to open up more opportunities than trying to be somebody else. People pay you for being you, not for being other people. So that's that. Third thing I would have did, I would have read more books and applied them. A lot of times we get information, but a lot of times we don't apply the information. But I would have read more books on how money really works, how the economic of the United States work, how stocks and bonds and really how Fortune 500 companies operated, because that could have changed some things. I was always interested in business. I was always interested in economics and things of that nature. But I think sometimes we get caught up in just being young, you know. But hopefully I could help change the generation that's coming after me, you know, my kids and people that I have influence over that are younger than me. But hopefully I could add some things to that. And I know it's not too late. I'm only 32, but there are some things that I wish I would have went back, even at 25. If I could meet 25-year-old Jason, I'd be like, bro, don't do it. It's going to go this way. It's going to take too long to come back around. You're still going to make it around eventually, but it's going to take some time that you wish you wouldn't have done. You know what I mean? So I would have said, you know, read more, apply more, understand what it is that you're looking to do. Do more research before you just react. Don't just be reactive, but be responsive and know how to apply the information. Maybe even seek more mentors, have more conversations. That way you have better sound decisions versus just being emotional about doing certain things, or even honestly taking advice from people who are not doing what it is that you necessarily want to do. They can't tell you about a path that they've never traveled. I would say seek advice from people that usually you wouldn't seek advice to. And the great thing is we got the internet, we got Google, we got YouTube. And so you don't necessarily have to meet them for them to be your mentors. I have mentors like John Maxwell. I have mentors like, I like listening to Bishop Jakes. I like listening to Max Lucado. I like listening to different podcasts and different people to give me a new perspective as far as business and maturity and family and ministry, whatever else endeavors that I have, that I'm all soaking it up now and having a better understanding of how to apply it. So I would definitely say read more, apply more, reach out more to people that can answer the questions that you have, you know, and know that there's no dumb question. The questions that you're afraid to ask will leave you in a place of comfort or uncomfort that won't lead to your next level. So I would say get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable with going against the grain. Don't do the things that you know to do as far as when you're trying to go to another place, because your knowledge can only keep you where you're at. And you're essentially trying to go to another place, another dimension that's going to be able to shift the trajectory of your family, trajectory of your life. So read more, apply more, seek more counsel, seek more wisdom. I would say that's some of the things I would have done. Number 4, be okay with your calling. That was something difficult for me, to be honest. I never wanted to be a preacher. Didn't want to be a preacher, no. I was okay with going to church, playing the drums, singing, even occasionally doing the memory verse reading for offering. Will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me. You know what I mean? So I was okay with that because I was afraid of having to live up to a lifestyle that I knew I wasn't good enough for. But I have a better understanding of the grace of God. I have a better understanding of how when you operate in your calling, there's going to be some things that come against you. There's going to be some trials. There's going to be some tribulations. There's going to be some ups. There's going to be some downs. But at the end of the day, you'll always be victorious, because when you're true to yourself and you're true to who you called to and what you're called to, God will always open up the floodgates. He would open up the seas and let you cross over on dry ground. I was listening to my boy Arthur when he prayed, and he talked about how God made a way out of no way when he talked about the children of Israel, where they were surrounded by mountains, they were surrounded by army, and they had a sea in front of them. So by the army, everybody couldn't fight, but some could have got away. Everybody couldn't climb on the mountain. I mean, not everybody could have climbed over the mountain, but some could have climbed over the mountain. Not everybody could swim, but God made a way for everybody to walk over on dry ground and drown the enemies in the meantime. Meaning that God will never put you in a situation where your enemies can follow you. Your enemies will never follow you to your next level. You just meet new enemies on the level that they're on. but they can't elevate to the level that you're going to. So I would say be okay with your calling, grow in your calling. Know that God got you and know that you're strong enough. Everything that you need, Jason, and I'm talking to whoever's listening to this, whoever's watching this, everything that you need, know that God already has outlined the plan. He already has the blueprint, and you just have to trust it, and you just have to seek wisdom and discernment and seek his face and know knowledge and know the things to do, because he'll always, if you're going in the right direction, I've never known a time for God not to open up anything for me that wasn't for me. So I would say just be okay with your calling and know that when you accept your call, when you walk in that thing, when you love that thing, and when you trust the person that called you, oh my gosh, it's endless. I'm really excited about where my life is headed right now, and I know it's great. And so the last thing I would have to do, say, Jason, it's all gonna work out. You're not gonna understand it, you're not gonna know how, but it's all gonna work out. You're gonna marry the girl of your dreams, okay? And she's gonna have an awesome family that you're gonna marry into. Your family's gonna love her. You're gonna have beautiful children. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle. Well, hopefully, no, not you gonna struggle, because if you would have listened to me back then, if you talking to me now, you get what I'm saying. But you're gonna struggle, but you're gonna come out on the other side victorious. You're gonna come out not looking like what you've been through. So I would say just know that it's gonna be okay. There's gonna be some times where you just sit in the apartment crying after somebody done broke in and stole some stuff. There's gonna be some times where your car's gonna break down inconveniently. There's gonna be some times where you're not gonna have any money all the time to feed the kids. And with Ryan, there's gonna be some times where you're gonna go through some things, but know that it's okay. It's gonna work. I promise you, it's gonna work out. If God was able to heal people from leprosy, if he was able to open up the Red Sea, if he's able to keep the widow and her son from going without, if he's able to do all these wonderful things and all these wonderful people, he's going to do it for you. And so know that there's going to be some trying times, but just trust him. I promise you, trust him, and it's going to work out. So remember those 5 things. Follow your first mind. That's number 1. Follow your first mind. Second thing is know that being true to yourself will open up more doors than you can ever imagine. Number 3 is read more, apply more, and seek more wisdom, seek more counsel. I would say find mentors even at an early age. Number 4, be okay with your calling. You're not really missing much. And number 5, it's all going to work out. Once again, this has been Jason with the fellas. Like, subscribe, whatever it is you're doing, however it is you listen to us, share this, and I'm out. Peace.
Hey, this Big Ross. You just tuned into the Fellas Podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Fellas 2K18. Peace.
Let's go!